We now return to Let's Play Fallout 2. Let's head to a vault. You have anything to say now that I've been here? You help with honest work? No more work. Okay. Let's see if this guy's money is replenished. It might just be the other guy. Here's my stock. Doesn't look like it. So it's only the other guy that is constantly replenishing his money. That is interesting. There he is, still coming. Alright. Is it here? No. Apparently, okay, I guess I have to unlock it. Apparently there was a way I could have snuck in here, but it's not there. I think it had to do with getting a job from this guy. Okay. No, I didn't do this. I never remembered to do that. Okay. $400. And I don't have anything in my inventory. That I can sell. So I know I do have some stuff, so I will do that. And you know what? I mean, for once it's actually daytime, but I probably had better read these things and get them out of my stuff. Can I even do repair? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. Anyway, I'll shift some product here. All right. First things first. We need to fuel up the car. Let's go ahead and read these books. Now we're gonna drive out here. Let's head to Vault 13. The old Vault 13. They cleaned up the body that was out here. Right, not that. We don't have to worry about that anymore. This is where it all started, eh? 2,000 experience points for finding Vault 13. Nothing in there. There's a doctor. And there's Deathclaws. You see a large Deathclaw. The creature is composed of rippling muscle, sharp teeth, claws that we can talk to it. It's the most impressive Deathclaw you can imagine. The creature must be unique among its kind. Do not fear me, human. I do not intend to harm you. I am Gruthar, leader of the Deathclaw pack. Why have you come here? I'm looking for something called a Gek. I was told I could find one here. A gek. Is that not a small lizard? No, wait, that is a gecko. I am sorry, but I do not know what a gek is, nor where it can be found. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what it is myself. Would it be alright with you if I looked for it? I'm sorry, but I do not allow just anyone to wander these halls. I am responsible for the safety of all who live here, and I must exercise caution. However, I will look for this gek, and if I find it, I will let you know. Okay, well, how about this one? I can understand your concern. You don't know me well enough to trust me. What if I could help you out somehow, and in return, you allow me to look around? Uthar stares at you intently for a moment. You would be interested in helping us. Yes, I sense little evil in you. Very well, I shall place my trust in you. Thank you. There are many machines here, machines built by humans. Deathclaw hands cannot use these machines. However, there is one machine that understands questions. I ask it to run the other machines, and it obeys. This machine no longer listens. It will no longer run the other machines. We are running out of food and water. I have ordered raids on the human land so that we may survive. I am not proud of this, and I would put an end to it. If you repair this machine, I will be able to feed my people once again. I will gladly stop the raids. Will you agree to this? Sounds like a voice recognition module has gone bad on you. Let's take a look. Yeah. Thank you. The machine is in the vault control center on the 3rd level. If you can repair it, please do so. I am placing my trust in you. Please do not betray it. You are welcome here. I won't let you down, Gruthar. You have my word on it. Can we trade? No. Okay. Well, I'm going to look around, but just in case that's against the terms of service here. See a short man with a book called Herbs and Their Medicinal Uses. Hello, I'm Joseph the Herbalist. What can I help you with? I want to ask you some questions. What would you like to know? Are you a prisoner here? No, I'm not a prisoner. I stay because I'm needed here. I've learned to accept the fact that some of my patients are Deathclaws. I see. That's very commendable of you. What would you like to know? Can you leave here if you want? Yes, I can, and often do. I have to collect my herbs from time to time, and I've never been stopped. I used to wonder if the Deathclaws were secretly following me, and whether or not they would stop me if I tried to leave, so one day I put the theory to the test. I traveled to another town and stayed there a week or so before returning. When I got back, I was warmly welcomed. Uthar, the pack leader, came to me privately and personally thanked me for coming back. Now I am definitely here because I want to be. Good idea. I'm glad to see it worked. Or all right. What can you tell me about the Deathclaws? Well, let's see. Deathclaws appear to be mutated Jackson's chameleons, the horned variety. There are a lot of similarities still present, but an even greater number of differences. The mutation factor is quite high. This species is highly intelligent, about the equivalent of an 8-year-old, with some individuals reaching human normal levels. Their learning capacity is very high, and they are capable of abstract thought and reasoning. Although they do not have vocal cords, the Deathclaws seem to mimic human speech much the same as a parrot does. That's pretty good mimicry. We just had a conversation, this guy. I've yet to discover the exact mechanism behind this, so I'm unable to say more at this time. Socially, they are pack animals with a very rigid code of ethics. They are led by an alpha male who rules with the mutual consent of the pack. They appear to be extremely loyal to the pack as a whole, treating it as a family unit, rather than having individual families as humans do. Their sense of right and wrong is very well defined. They do not follow a code of ethics that is enforced by the pack as a whole. Violence is never used as a solution to a problem among the pack, as far as I can see. There have been no capital crimes committed here, so I can't say how those are handled. That's about all I can think of for now. I hope this helps you. I'm impressed with your knowledge. How did you come here in the first place? I was gathering herbs one night when a voice called to me out of the darkness. I've been watching you, it said, and I know that you are a healer. Are you dedicated to your art enough to heal someone foreign to you, someone whom you may consider an enemy? I answered that I respected all life and would do my best to heal the injured, regardless of who or what they were. I thought it was some thief or raider who had gotten himself hurt and needed a doctor. Can't begin to imagine my surprise when a couple of Deathclaws stepped out of the night with an injured companion. Somebody had shot him up real good. I told them I couldn't work on him where we were, so they blindfolded me and brought me here. Been here from that day forward. You're truly a dedicated man who deserves recognition. Boy, why are we buttering him up? Can you barter with me? That's for the information. I'll be heading out now. Computer. Well, I don't know, like the last vault we were here, one of these computers actually did something. Not here, apparently. What is science? 7? Okay. What about this one? It's just a computer, too. See a Deathclaw. It watches you strangely with intelligent eyes. Forgive, I no speak well. I try talk you. Who are you? I, Thurn. Who you? The pleasure to meet you, Thurn. I'm Gaz Jr. You want what? What are you doing here? I guard hall, safety of pack goal. Well, what are you guarding the hall against? Intruder, human, Deathclaw, whatever. Pack threatened, I attack. I see. Just passing the time. Okay. An intelligent one. Hello, human. Sorry to bother you, but who are you? I, Dar, warrior. I'm Gaz Jr., Dar. What is your job in the vault? Dar, guard hall and keep peace, nothing more. Well, you're doing fine, Dar. Keep it up. Just pass the time. There is a small chapel here. Welcome, traveler. I am Gordon, and I am the Shrine Keeper. What can I help you with? It's a pleasure to meet you, Gordon. I'm Gaz Jr. Can I ask you some questions? You call this a shrine? Yeah. Ask some questions, certainly. Who is the shrine dedicated to? The shrine is dedicated to an unnamed hero, known only as the Vault Dweller. He or she was the savior of all who lived here several decades ago. We do not know what became of our savior, but he or she lives on in our minds and hearts. Very commendable. Can I ask you some more questions? How long have you been here? I have lived all my life here in this vault. I have been a shrine keeper for most of those years. Then you were here when the Deathclaws took over? No, my friend, I was not. I left a few months ago to visit the statue of the Vault Dweller erected in the central court of the NCR. When I returned to the vault, I found the Deathclaws already here. Needless to say, I was in shock. However, I am convinced that they are not responsible for what happened to my fellow citizens. If by chance you want more information on this matter, you can seek out Goris in the library. Keep this in mind. I have more questions. Thanks for your help, though. What can you tell me about the Deathclaws? Lived with the Deathclaws for several months now. They seem to be honorable and forthright in their dealings with me and the other humans who live here. I trust them, and in time I think you will as well. Thank you. I need to know more. Why do you stay here? My place is here at the shrine. I will not leave it willingly. Your dedication is admirable. Thanks, Gordon. Will you trade? No. Goodbye. I guess we can talk with everyone, why not? We came a long way to get here. Tall, slender man. Is there something I can help you with, stranger? Yes, I have some questions. What do you want? Who are you? My name is Matt. Does it matter? Not really. What do you want? Are you a prisoner here? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I stumbled upon this place and got myself captured by the Deathclaws. They give me freedom of movement within the lower levels of the vault, but I can never go to level 1 where the exit is. Why? Because unlike the rest of the sheep who live here, I recognize them as a threat to humanity. They know that if I get out of here, I will see to it that they are wiped off the face of the earth. Look, they can think for themselves, they can learn, they can read and even write if they dip a claw in ink. They are fast, tough, perceptive, and deadly. If their numbers grow large enough, they will be the greatest threat the human race would ever face. Think about it. They need to be eliminated. I realize they are a potential threat, but I trust them for now. Ah, you're a fool to trust them. If you change your mind, come back and get me. Let me out. Okay, fine, just wander in there. Sad older man. Oh, I didn't see you standing there. It's okay, we all space out sometimes. You look rather down. May I ask why? I was born 2 months premature. When I was 1, I was dropped on the porch. When I was 2, I had pneumonia. When I was 3, I got the chicken pox. When I was 4, I fell down the stairs and broke 6 ribs. When I was 5, my uncle was decapitated by a watermelon. When I was 6, my parents hit me in the head with a shovel. When I was 7, I lost my right index finger to my pet rat. When I was 8, my dog Spike got hit by a tractor. When I was 9, my mother lost her arm to a rabid Brahmin. When I was 10, my sister was torn to bits by a pack of dogs. When I was 11, my grandfather killed himself because I was ugly. When I was 12, my grandmother killed herself because I was ugly. When I was 13, my father poked out his eyes with a pitchfork in a drunken stupor. When I was 14, my brother lost his hand to a wallaby. When I was 15, my aunt choked to death on a chicken bone. When I was 16, I lost my cousin to a badger. When I was 17, I cut off my left big toe with a hoe. When I was 18, my father lost his right leg to the same tractor that killed my dog. When I was 19... Okay. Okay, I get the picture. What's currently bothering you? Well, there I was, traveling through the desert, when suddenly my Brahmin falls over dead. About then I realized I was low on water and hadn't had a drink in quite a while. Later, my bones began to ache, my head started to hurt, my bowels became loose. I got this rash that just wouldn't go away. It was time to sit down and die. There I was, sitting in the desert, waiting for the world to swallow my miserable existence, when a pack of Deathclaws shows up. Well, I'm thinking to myself, this is it. Now I can die. I can wind up as a pile of Deathclaw shit in the middle of the desert. But no. Fate had another cruel card to play against me. See, the Deathclaws didn't kill me. Instead, they gave me water, brought me here, gave me this room, gave me food, cleaned me up. Now they won't let me leave. I know they're fattening me up for some unknown, horrible fate. I keep telling them that I would probably taste better if I was leaner, but it does no good. They just smile, if you can call it that, and pat me on the head and say, "Don't worry, human, things will get better." We both know what that means. Anyway, to make matters worse, when they started giving me some sort of medication, it was making me gassy, so I stopped taking it. It's a good thing I did. I think it was some sort of mind control pill, because I started to feel like things weren't actually as bad as I thought. Anyway, that's about it. Just waiting for the dinner bell to chime so they can feast on my bloated body. He's got nothing. Please tell me you don't have any children. Nope. When I turned 22, this strange fungus started to grow on my test. Okay, stop. I don't want to know. You two are infuriating. Do you not hear me tell you to spread? Get the fuck out? Jesus. Okay, I don't think I can do anything there. Nothing is showing up on the item radar, so I guess we're here for nothing. Maybe this one seems to be the only one that's on. Maybe this is special? Doesn't appear to be. So we can come here for nothing then. Like it's just flavor text? Is that really it? See Dave, Mr. Depression, Matt, Dar, the Shrine Keeper. Is there somebody else here? funny if there's someone hiding out in the toilet, but that seemed to be the case. Guess not. Okay. Yeah, really, I don't see a point. There's no loot, there's no nothing. Alright. We shall save. People in the commissary. Small girl wearing a yellow dress. Meow, meow, I'm a cat, and I have special powers that only cats have. What are you? I'm the person that's gonna kick your ass. Just a normal person who's quite impressed with your special nature. Can you tell me your name? I'm Sandy. I'm not really a cat. I just like to play. See, can I ask you some questions? What do you want to ask? Are you forced to stay here? Yeah, my mom always tells me where I can and can't go. She tells me where I can play and when to eat and when to go to bed and when to go potty and when to go to school and everything. I don't think it's fair that she can do anything she wants, but I gotta do what she says all the time. See. Do you like it here? I guess. I miss not having other kids to play with, but Mom says that will change someday. She thinks other kids will come to live here. Until they do, I like to play with Valdis. He's funny and he gives me piggyback rides. Mom says I should leave Valdis alone. He's busy and doesn't have time to play with me. But he always plays with me when I ask him. I just don't tell Mom about it anymore. Are you safe here? Yeah, Mom takes care of me, and Valdis wouldn't hurt me. I'm safe here. Wouldn't let anyone hurt me. I'm safe here. Okay. It'd be funny if she's just loaded with stuff to trade. Okay, well, I'll be leaving then. Short, slender woman wearing a blue velvet sundress. Velvet, huh? Hello, I'm Ariel. I don't think I've seen you here before. Who are you? My name is Gaz Jr. Yes, I'm new here. It's a pleasure to meet you. What can I help you with? I guess why all these super polite options here? All the dialogue has been written with super polite options and super asshole ones, which is not common to the other places we've been. I'm sorry to intrude on your solitude, but could you answer some questions? Are you a prisoner here? No, I can leave anytime I want. The Deathclaws have made that very clear to me. They don't hold anyone here against their will, as far as I know. Let's see. I ask him more. Are you treated all right by the Deathclaws? Yes, they provide me with food, water, shelter, and protection. I feel very safe here, and that's more than I could ask for. Okay. On to some other stuff, then. Would you like to leave the vault? I've considered it, but I would have to say no. I feel safer here than anywhere else I've ever lived. I do get lonely for the company of other people like myself, but hopefully others will come to live here in the future and satisfy that need. Been very helpful, but I must trouble you for more. Tell me, why are you so sad? My husband recently died. I miss him, and I'm having problems adjusting, that's all. Sorry to hear that. How'd it happen? My husband and I were traveling with a caravan on its way to the New California Republic. We wanted to start a new life for ourselves and our daughter Sandy. Unfortunately, the caravan was attacked by raiders one night. They were incredibly brutal. They killed everyone, men, women, and children. Rand, my husband, died trying to defend Sandy and me. We were to die next when a miracle occurred. I was holding Sandy behind me, trying to keep her from the monster that had shot Rand. He stood next to my husband's body and laughed at me as he aimed his gun at my head. Suddenly, this huge claw came out of the darkness, grabbed him from behind, and, well, thank goodness that Sandy didn't see what happened next. Anyway, the raiders were being wiped out by this group of Deathclaws. one that saved Sandy and me, stood near us and talked to me. He kept reassuring me that I was safe, and that he was sorry that he couldn't have gotten there sooner to help us. Afterward, the Deathclaws brought us here. Thank goodness you and your daughter are safe. Alright, I'll be going. Is that really the last thing we could have... Oh, I guess so. Okay. Well, I hope they don't mind me looting the place. How this is gonna go, I'm not really sure. I'm pretty... locked. That must not be locked. No wonder. Well, hopefully then all the other locked goodies will have stuff in them. I mean, I've got so many of these things. It's tempting, it really is, but... Hey, water chip. We'll take that. GEC. Garden of Eden Creation Kit. This unit is standard equipment for vault-type vaults. GEC is a resource for rebuilding civilization after the bomb. Well, I'm just wondering if maybe I should leave it. You get 4,000 experience points for getting a GEC. Just because, like, you know, if they discover it's missing, they might not be too happy about that. That's why we saved. Navcom parts. These are computer parts that look like they slot into the interior of a machine. The fact that they say Poseidon Oil and navigation computer on them leads you to believe they fit into a Poseidon Oil navigation computer. Isn't, what? Back in Gecko, wasn't that a Poseidon Oil? I don't remember the name of the building. I'm trying to think, and obviously it's been so long I can't remember. We have to go back that way, so... No? Well, let's go this way, I guess. Young woman in metal armor. Well, I'll be. How you doing, Gaz Jr.? I hope everything worked out for you at the squat. Oh, this was the guard. The guard to the pathway. Dahlia, thanks to you, things worked out great. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. It's my pleasure to do what I could for you. So what can I help you with? I've got some questions for you. Are you a prisoner here? No, I'm not. I'm here of my own free will, and I like it. I think this will be a safe place for me to stay for a while. Alright? Can you leave anytime you want? Yeah, I've been told I'm free to go or stay. I'm staying for now. Okay. What can you tell me about the Deathclaws? I don't know any more about them than you do, I guess. I'm still trying to get used to them talking to me instead of tearing my head off and using it for a golf ball. It's scary, you know? Nah, I've come to accept it. Or just agree with her. Yeah, in a lot of ways. How did you come to be here? After I left the squat, I didn't know what to do with myself. I figured I'd just drift into another town and another hired gun job, so I was wandering the desert, trying to decide exactly where I should go. Well, one day I was looking for a good place to camp. It was getting late, and I didn't want to be out in the open after dark. Off in the distance a ways, I thought I saw a campfire, so I decided to see who was there. So I sneak up on this campsite, and there are these two Deathclaws sitting around the fire just chatting away. Idiot that I am, I let out a little cry of surprise, jumped up, and turned to run. Right into the arms of another Deathclaw standing right behind me. Anyway, to make a long story short, too late. It took a while for me to realize I wasn't about to be put on a spit and barbecued. Instead, I was brought here and interviewed by Gruthar. Now I can live here if I want. It's interesting. Why are you worried about needing a place of safety? Well, when I let you buy me at the squat, I broke my contract with my employer. I was sure I'd be hunted down and killed because of it. Seeing you here convinces me I don't have to worry about that. I can only assume that my previous employer is no longer in any condition to be concerned with me or my whereabouts. You're safe now, Dahlia. You'll have no need to worry about any retribution. Thanks. That takes the load off my mind. You're welcome. Oh, wait a minute. Let's check out. Fine. Okay, computer. Okay, well. Guess none of those are special. There is, however, a roped figure in here. Hello, I'm Goris. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? Yes, I'm from outside the vault. Pleasure to meet you, Gaz Jr. You're an outsider. I've seen a few like you. Some are staying here from the vault, but you look different. You appear to be more seasoned, if you know what I mean. I bet you've been around a bit and accomplished things, am I right? Yes, I've had some adventures. Say, if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for me, I could tell you some of my adventures in return. It's a deal. I'd love to hear anything you can tell me. What would you like to know? What are you doing here? I'm a student of sorts. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the world and the different cultures that have developed. Right now I'm studying the culture the Deathclaws are forming and comparing it to human development along similar lines. I've acquired just about all the information I need here. It would help my research a great deal if I could do some traveling. However, I don't want to go alone, if you know what I mean. Let's see, so this is the guy that, we can have him join, but where would we take him? I mean, I could drop him off at the NCR. I can't take him anywhere else, though. So you're a scholar. That's quite an accomplishment in today's world. Are you a prisoner here? No, I can leave anytime I like. I haven't done so because I don't want to travel alone. I'm pretty tough and can take care of myself, but I'd still be one person alone in the desert if anything happened. I see. How long have you been here? A few months, actually. I came here from the coast a while back. You weren't long on that answer. Care to tell me more? Would you like to know? What can you tell me about the Deathclaws here? These aren't your average Deathclaws, as I'm sure you noticed. They've had their intelligence enhanced by some means that is not understood by them. It was done by a group of humans known as the Enclave. It seems this Enclave needed an army, and they chose Deathclaws because of their ferocity, physical prowess, and, well, you get the picture. Anyway, the only thing lacking in Deathclaws was their intelligence. They needed to be smart enough to understand complex commands, but not so smart they'd be a threat to those in charge. So the Enclave started messing with a virus, or some such thing, and injected the Deathclaws with it. This virus was known to mutate humans into some sort of super being, so the Enclave wanted to see what it would do to Deathclaws. Now the result was a breed of Deathclaws so smart that they could see they were destined for slavery, so they played it dumb until they could gain their freedom, and here they are. Incredible, you seem very knowledgeable. Can I ask you more? Do you know what happened to the people who used to live here in the vault? They were captured by the Enclave. Gruthar and the pack were forced to aid in their capture. They had no choice, since they were slaves at the time. The fate of the humans has weighed heavily on Gruthar's mind. He's never really forgiven himself for his complicity in the affair. The humans were taken alive, but who knows what has happened to them since. Sometimes we're forced into doing distasteful things by situations outside of our control. Gruthar should learn to forgive himself, I guess? What can you tell me about Gruthar? Gruthar is not the monster that he appears to be. He genuinely cares about all of us here and is doing everything he can to ensure our safety and survival. All of us trust him with our lives. I don't know what else I can say about him. You would have to get to know him and judge him yourself. I'll not make any snap decisions about him. He deserves better. He's a Deathclaw. I find it hard to believe. Sure, let's talk about something else. Do you think the Deathclaws are a threat to humans? Well, the potential is there, especially when you take their new intelligence into account. However, I don't think that Gruthar and his pack pose a threat. They all seem to respect life and personal freedom above all else. Now, I don't expect you to take my word on this. I would ask you to judge for yourself. There are others who live here whom you can ask your questions. Thanks for the advice. I'll ask around. Can I ask you a few more questions, though? Do you have any information on this enclave you spoke of? No, only what I've told you. Oh wait, there is one other thing. The Enclave showed an interest in some ruins to the west of here. Why, I don't know. That's about it. Well, every little bit of information helps, and I thank you for it. What do you know about this virus? I think it's called the FEV virus. The Enclave is, or was, doing extensive research on it. I'm sorry, but I don't know anything more. Okay, on to other things. You mentioned you wanted to do some traveling. How about joining me? Yes, Junior. But you've too many people with you now. I'll wait until a position opens. Alright. See you later. Flee! Greetings, human. Who are you? I'm Valdis, and you are? Glad to meet you. I'm Gaz Jr. How may I serve you? What's your job? I'm currently guarding the area of the vault against any unauthorized personnel. Do you have the... Well, you certainly seem to know your job well. No offense to your Deathclaws, but you sound more, you sound more educated, shall we say? Yes, we are quite diverse in our levels of education. I am doing my best to continue mine in my spare time. Excellent goal. Keep it up. So, do I get to go in, then? Okay. That is a hole. Interesting. Stop. You no go here. This place off limits. Who are you? I Jewel, back warrior. I guard hatchery. I guard mother. Guarding mother is a position of great responsibility. You must be an important pack member. You think so? I not look at it that way. That make me feel good. I like it, thank you. May I talk to mother? You wait. I ask mother. Mother says she talked to you. You go in, but you go alone. Friends stay here. Do not cause trouble. I not want to hurt you, but I hurt you bad if you cause trouble. See a typical Deathclaw. The creature is huge, with a powerful body, sharp teeth, and long claws. This one appears to be female, but you cannot tell with any certainty. You notice the scars of several injuries on her torso. A human visitor is an unexpected but not unwelcome event. I am Kareth. So you are the Deathclaw mother? Yes, I am the current pack mother. After my eggs hatch, the other mothers will have their turn. There are other mothers. Yes, there are more mothers. Should anything happen to me, one will be chosen to take my place. The pack must survive. I understand. Who's the Deathclaw father? These eggs were sired by Gruthar, the pack leader. It is Gruthar who decides who will mate and who will not. The pack will be made strong by Gruthar. I see selective breeding to improve the strain. What happened to the door? Looks like it's seen better days. There's a painful memory. A treacherous human sneaked in here and planted a bomb among the eggs while I was asleep. Fortunately, he was not as stealthy leaving, and I awoke to find the bomb. There was not enough time to deal with the device properly, so I threw it at the door and placed myself between it and the eggs. The eggs and I survived. The door did not. What happened to the person who did this? His name is Matt, and he is a prisoner here. Personally, I want him dead, but Gruthar would not allow it. I do not see the wisdom in this, but Gruthar's word is law, and he will be obeyed. Should you talk to this human, take care. He cannot be trusted. How did this person get by the guard outside? The guard was added after the incident occurred. We were more trusting back then. Now we are more careful, I see. We built this hatchery. We built the cave portion, and a human friend installed the door. We got the parts from a settlement northeast of here. Well, that's nice. What can I help you with? Nothing. I'll be leaving now. That's something I didn't notice before in this track. There's the sound of the Air Raid Siren. Right there. You can just barely hear it. You could probably have heard it better if I hadn't been talking at that moment, but... Computer mainframe. Tall, lanky man. Oh, hello there. I'm Jim, or Jimmy. What you up to? Hi, Jim. I'm Gads. Gonna ask you some questions. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'd be happy to answer some questions. What do you do here? Well, we're having some computer problems, and I'm looking into it. Unfortunately, my forte is software, not hardware. Yes, Gruthar mentioned this to me and asked me to take a look. Do you mind? You can't make it matters any worse than they already are. Go ahead. All right, but I need to ask you a couple of things first. What's all this machinery for? This is a mainframe computer system and related support devices. From here, all functions of the vault are remotely controlled. Let's see. Isn't this the Vault Overseer room? Normally the Vault Overseer would be stationed here, but Vault 13 has been fully automated. Why? I mean, isn't that unusual? I don't know the full story, but at one point in the Vault's history there was a rebellion. The Overseer was either killed or overthrown. Yeah. I'm not sure which. Anyway, the leaders of the revolution didn't want to entrust the fate of the people to another Overseer, so they installed this mainframe. The records say it was purchased from... Oh, what was the name? I remember, the Brotherhood of Steel. Can you tell me anything about this Brotherhood? I'm sorry, but I have no information on them. This all happened ages ago, and I've never found any reference to them other than this one. However, it's my understanding that the Brotherhood was a military outfit, and there are some ruins of what appeared to be a military base west of here. That may be what's left of them. Alright, let me ask you something else. Are you here in the vault because you want to be? Oh yeah, I've liked it here ever since I stumbled upon the place, and I don't really want to leave. I've always been a loner and don't much care for people. No offense intended. None taken. What do you think about the Deathclaws? Well, in some ways I admire them for what they are and what they're trying to become. In other ways, they scare the hell out of me. I don't think I'll ever get used to the fact that they are just as smart as I am. Well, some of them are that smart. You think they're a threat to human society? Oh, absolutely. They're far superior to us physically, and they're our equals mentally. That makes them a pretty big threat. However, it all comes down to morals and ethics in the end. Fortunately, they seem to be ethical and morally well-developed. I see what you mean. Does have some stuff. Strangely, actually. Fortunately, I don't have anything in my inventory right now to trade for that. I'll be going now. Guys, really fucking pissing me off. Okay, really? I can't get him because he's overlapped? Fuck. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and save here then. We don't seem to be in trouble yet. Computer terminal. You examine the computer terminal and cannot find anything obviously wrong with it. What do you want to do? Run a diagnostic program. We're certain the system should have a set of diagnostic routines available. However, the keyboard input seems to have been disabled. The unit accepts voice commands only. What do you want to do? The only thing left is to look inside. Peering into the massive cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, the voice recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. Now all you need to do is find a replacement module. I just happen to have one. I think, yeah, there it is. That we've been hanging on to for quite some time. Platform support. Okay, that's apparently not the right one. You install the module in the terminal. The system is repaired. Welcome, Vault Dweller. For your convenience, this Vault Tech terminal has been modified to respond to vocal commands. Please vocalize your command now. You got me confused with someone else. You see, I'm not the Vault Dweller, I'm the chosen one? A light blinks on the terminal as it makes various clicking and whirling sounds. After several seconds, text appears on the monitor. Sorry, I did not understand your command. Please repeat your command. Make sure to speak directly into the microphone in a clear and precise manner. Vault-Tec apologizes for any inconvenience. Thank you. Run diagnostics? Please wait while I initiate diagnostic checks. Vault-Tec appreciates your patience. Thank you for waiting. Diagnostic checks complete. All systems are working properly. After all, you're using Vault-Tec. I feel like switching to keyboard input is probably not good, because then you know, Deathclaws can't use it, so I guess we'll log off. You have restored my faith in humans. I thank you for all that you have done for the pack. Is there something that I can do in return? You said you'd let me know if you found a Gek here. Did you locate one? Yes, there was a Gek in the vault storage room. However, it is missing. I am sorry that I cannot give it to you as a reward for your generous help. Oh, that's okay. I'll try and locate one elsewhere. Okay, good. Somebody stole it. Yeah, how about that? 5,000 experience points. Fantastic. Okay, well, so we got the Gek. That's not it. So now we just have to return it to Arroyo. So we can go on our big tour, back up and around, and, yeah, that's it. Well, let's go back to...
Chosen, do you hear me? The village dies. All of our futures die too. We have little left in both time and essence. Hurry. Hurry.
Yeah, so I could just beeline it there. But I know I can at least get some money off of this. Wait a minute. I could make some money here. Okay, I will, well, okay. Oh, shit, hold on. Alright, well that didn't work, because, apparently you have to do it before you fix the Gek. He wouldn't trade with me anymore. I'd click on him and he'd say, hey, thanks for fixing stuff. So, missed out on 400 bucks there and whatever, but, okay. Let's head back to New California Republic so I can sell some stuff. And hopefully, I don't know, is he gonna get uppity again? Yeah, he is. Okay, well, I will probably wait until morning then, sell whatever little I can, and then we'll go on our tour of all the places we've been on our way back to Arroyo. See you then.